Good afternoon, distinguished guests. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our second listings and virtual closing gong ceremony in the new NGX era. This year, we've witnessed the listings of Flour Mill's 29.8 billion naira Tranche A and Tranche B bonds, Transport Services Limited 12 billion naira 10-year Series 1 Senior Guaranteed Infrastructure Bond, and Fidelity Bank's 41.2 billion naira fixed rate unsecured subordinated bond. Earlier this month, we also witnessed the debut listing of Boa Cement's 115 billion naira bond issue, the largest of many corporate debt issuances in the history of our market. Year to date, we've seen FGN and corporate bonds in excess of 1 trillion naira listed on the NGX platform. Today, I'm delighted to welcome Mr. Emeka Okoli, Chairman, Emzor Pharmaceutical Industries Limited, as he joins me to commemorate the company's first public instrument exclusively listed on the Nigerian exchange, which is part of a 50 billion naira debt issuance program and is a 13.7 billion naira 5-year Series 1 fixed rate senior unsecured bond due 2026. Over the years, Emzor Pharmaceuticals has grown to become a household name and indeed continues to establish its footprint as a leading manufacturer of high quality pharmaceutical and medical consumables in Nigeria. From a modest beginning in 1987 with 4 products, the company now has more than 120 different products to its name, including the popularly known paracetamol, NCAP, Emprofen, just to mention a few. This debut offering is without a doubt a testament to the company's growth potentials and also demonstrates the level of confidence placed on the board by the investing community, on the brand by the investing community. At NGX Limited, we continue to support the strategic objectives of our issuers by providing a platform for raising capital, whilst also ensuring continuous engagement with relevant stakeholders. In line with the drive to support Nigeria's economic growth, the Nigerian Exchange Limited provides an efficient, liquid, and multi-asset securities platform that offers investors varied options, including equities, fixed income, and other exchange-traded products. We are committed to driving sustainable products and responsible investment in a market that is orderly and transparent, whilst leveraging cutting-edge technology. We therefore would like to encourage Emzor Pharmaceuticals and other unlisted issuers to utilize our platform to meet future capital needs across debt and equity, to support business expansion in line with overall corporate strategies. We also would like to invite Emzor Pharmaceuticals to utilize the products and services of the Nigerian exchange to enhance corporate visibility, shine a greater light on its credibility as a pharmaceutical company, and promote liquidity for its shareholders through a public quotation. Finally, on behalf of the board and management of the Nigerian Exchange Limited, I would like to applaud the board, management, and entire staff of Emzor Pharmaceutical Industries Limited. I would also like to commend the lead issuing house, Renaissance Securities Nigeria Limited, the joint issuing house, AfriInvest West Africa Limited, and all other professional parties to this transaction for this successful offering. I now invite the chairman, Mr. Okoli, to make a few remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, dear distinguished guests. On behalf of the Board of Directors, management, and staff of Emzor Pharmaceutical Industries Limited, I would like to express our appreciation for the invitation to perform the closing ceremony on the Nigerian Exchange Limited. I would also like to commend the management and staff of the Nigerian Exchange for the brilliant work being done to further deepen and enrich the Nigerian capital market. In particular, I would like to congratulate Mr. Femi Popola on his new role as the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Exchange Limited. I am sure that he will build on the great work led by Mr. Oscar Onyema during his tenure to take the exchange to newer and even greater heights. I wish him and his team the best of luck in his new role. The world is going through a global health crisis with the COVID-19 pandemic, which has had a significant effect on the global macroeconomic environment. Nigeria is no exception. Directly through the effects and regretful loss of life amongst its citizens, exacerbated by the threats to the availability and affordability of healthcare to citizens via the massive disruptions we have seen in the medicine supply chain. For far too long, Nigeria and Africa as a whole has been far too dependent on the importation of its medicines and the importation of API raw materials. It is time we begin to change this narrative and begin the journey to self-sufficiency in all our medical requirements. In Emzor's 44-year history, and as a leading local manufacturer of pharmaceutical products in Nigeria, we have been striving to ensure that production of high-quality medicines are available at a price affordable by all under our banner of Willocracy. In view of this, we believe that this debut bond issuance is a great achievement for Emzor and is a strong step in our commitment to delivering unlimited wellness. This will help drive and accelerate our ambitions, expansion plans, strengthen our backward integration and attainment of self-sufficiency, as well as delivering strong growth and margin improvements. These are not only very important goals for Emzor as a company, but they are also very key goals for the pharmaceutical industry in Nigeria and on the African continent. We must continue to increase capacity and capability in this very important area, as has been recently highlighted by the ongoing pandemic. We would like to thank and recognize the hard work and efforts of the financial advisors, issuing houses, and the investor community, which show great confidence in our ability to deliver on our long-term goals, therefore ensuring the success of this debut bond issuance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Okoli, for your wonderful remarks. May I now invite Samuel Sule of Renaissance Securities to make his own remarks.
Thank you very much for that. Renaissance Securities is pleased to be sponsoring this listing of Emzor Pharmaceutical Industries' debut 13.73 billion 5-year corporate bond on the Nigeria Exchange Limited. The Nigeria Exchange Limited, as well as Emzor, are both leading premier institutions. One creating the drugs as well as the medicines that we use for our welfare, and the other essentially championing deeper markets, which essentially impact all of us. We believe that this listing embeds both institutions within the Nigerian economy and support their goals of attaining sustainable growth, development, and welfare for all within Nigeria and also without as they continue to grow. Renaissance Capital is very pleased to be part of this exercise, and we think and believe that this showcases our capital markets franchise, as well as our ability to support first-time issuers across their journeys to access capital markets and in engaging with regulators as well as listing exchanges such as the Nigerian Exchange Limited. We congratulate both parties on this very successful transaction and listing, and look forward to partnering with both parties as we move forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Samuel Sule, for your wonderful remarks. Normally, we would have the Doyen make a few comments at this time, but if I can just hold fort for him, typically what he would say at this time is to congratulate you for the bond issuance and to also encourage you to look to the market for future participations through an equity issuance. And he would also suggest that you take full advantage of your listings, because beyond being a platform to form capital and raise capital and also to support liquidity for your shareholders, the exchange also adds credibility to your company and in a way even supports future business growth, because the brand recognition gets enhanced by virtue of the fact that it's a listed company. So that's something that I would encourage your team and indeed your board to consider. The exchange stands ready to support you through all the various corporate initiatives that you have. One key theme that Samuel touched upon that is a very important part of our business is this point around sustainability. We've done some work around sustainability related products, but broadly speaking, we do have a sustainability theme throughout all we do in the exchange, and it's something that we certainly would like to work with you on. Specifically around capacity building, it's a key point of our business, and we recognize that private companies perhaps may need some hand-holding on the governance side as they work themselves towards becoming public companies. That's certainly something that we can help you with. But beyond that, the themes that go beyond governance and sustainability, it's really around areas that are quite pertinent in the current climate that we live in. I don't know if you have any comments on that, Mr. Kholi.
Certainly, just a few comments. You're absolutely right. Everything that has been said. We are all very aware that Nigeria and Africa is very underserved by medical needs, and companies such as Renaissance Capital, the exchange, extremely key in generating capital to build this capacity that we as a nation and as a continent need, and possibly even the world. So, why can't Nigeria further down the line become a manufacturing hub for the world as well in certain areas? Certainly, all steps start small, but we definitely looking to grow, and we'll definitely take it from your offer.
Excellent. One of the final points to just touch on that's a very important part of our business, that we offer support to our stakeholders and most especially our issuers, is in the area of advocacy. What we found to add value is typically one company's pain point is reflected by several companies' pain points. So what we'd like to do is we act as a voice of the private sector to relevant regulators and policymakers. It's something that we certainly will engage with you offline and see how we can partner and collaborate in that specific area. Again, congratulations again on the bond issuance. I think we have a little over 30 seconds before the market closes. So if we just pause, and then I will invite you to close the market in a few seconds.
It would be my absolute pleasure.
Mr. Kholi, may I invite you to now close the market? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that familiar sound signifies the end of another successful trading day. I really would like to commend the financial advisors and all the transaction parties that worked on this bond issuance, and most especially wanted to congratulate the team at Emzor Pharmaceuticals for a very successful bond issuance. We do hope that this is one of many future capital raises in the company, and know that the Nigerian exchange is ready to support you as you execute on your corporate strategy. Congratulations again. Please extend our warm wishes to your team.
Will do. Thank you very much.
This concludes this event.